Hey guys, in the last video we have discussed about the what are the function in C++, and in this video we will be discussing about what are the arrays in C++. So I will make a new file here and type 11.cpp because this is my 11th video, so I have type here 11. Now I will type the basic code. Now first of all I have to give the problem statement to you that you are the teacher of a class and you have to calculate the sum of the marks which your student have scored. So there are 10 students in your class and you have to give the sum of the marks. So how you will do this? You can create the float for the marks because marks are in decimal. So you will type float and st for student, st1, and you will give the marks here like this, and for other student you will type st2, and for third st3, st4 and st5. At first I am taking only the 5 students, so you can assign also here the marks. So how this I have done? I have done this with pressing control. Okay, so here multi-cursors. So you have to also give the value as 63.2. I am just taking the random values. Okay, so here are the 5 students which have in the first student has scored 90 plus, and the other has scored different marks. So how you will add this? For the addition you will type, let's just create float and value, addition value. So here I will store the addition value and I will type st1 plus st2, and I will just copy this st3 4 5. Okay, so this is for 5 and this is for 4th and this is for 3rd student. So I will do like this, and in the last I will print cout, and val is the addition value of this. So when I run this code, you can see here 314.7 is the answer. So this is how I can do this. But if you have to do this with an array, for array there is the basic syntax. So what is the syntax of array? First you have to type the data type, then you have to type the name, and then in the square bracket you have to give the size. I will explain this. And then in the curly bracket you have to assign the values. And in the last you have to give the semicolon. So first I have to give the data type. So I am creating for marks which is stored in float only. So I will type float as my data type. Now I have to give the name. So I will type any name, like I have given here the name as st1, st2, st3, st4, random name. So I am taking the arr as my name. Now I have to give the size in the square bracket. So I will make a square bracket, and here are 5 students, so I will type 5 here. So this is a size of the student. Now I have to assign the values in the curly bracket. So in the curly bracket I will assign the values by separated by a comma. So how I will do this? I'm taking random values here also. 65 and 36.2, 78.1 and 45.2. okay, and in the last semicolon. So this is how you can assign the values of array. So before adding these values, first I will print the marks of the student 1. So how I will do this? I will type cout and ARR, and for the first student I will type 1 and L. So what do you think? This will print the 90.3. So let's check it out. So here it is printing the 65, which is my second student value. This is not a correct value. This is why. This is happening because in the array the index value starts from 0. So here the value is starting from 0. So for the first, here it is 0, and for the second it is 1. For the third it is 2. For the fourth it is 3, and for the last is 4. These are the index value of an array. So array can be displayed in the terminal with the index value only. So when I type here 0, so this means I am printing the value of my first student. So when I run this code, you can see here 90.3 is coming for my first student. When I have to do this with the second, so I will type 1 for my second student, which is 65. When I run this, you can see here 65 is coming. When I do this for my third student has scored 36.2. So I have to give the value of its index number. What is its index number? Index number is 2. So I will type here 2. You can see here 36.2 is coming. When I have to do this for my last student, which is which has scored 45.2, I will type here 4, the index value. So 45.2 is coming here. When I type 5, because here I have created for size 5, you can see here error value is coming. This is not any right value. I have not given any the fifth value. This is my first, second value, third value, fourth and fifth value. So by creating the float ARR of size 5, I can give only 5 values. When I try to display the fifth value, or sorry, the sixth value, so you can see here the error value is coming. When I assign more than 5 values, and when I run this code, you can see here again the error is coming because we are assigning the value 6th. This is not the index number, this is a 6th value, and we have created the size only for 5 values. So in this case also error comes. If I type here 6 and for it has the index value as, now my 6th value has the index as 5. So when I display it for 5 and run this code, you can see here 36.1 is coming. 36.1 is my 5th index value. This is how you can create a float ARR, and let me just discuss how you can do the sum. So for sum, you will type float and val is equal to. Now you have to do this with ARR of 0, which is 90.3 plus, now my second value is ARR of 1. Now similarly I will do this with 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4. and also for the last one 5. Sorry, for the last one as 5. Now I have to assign the value here. Change the index number as 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. 5 is my last index number. As you can see here, I have typed 5 for the last index number. Now float value is ready. Now I will display cout val and l. When I run this code, you can see here addition of these all these value is 350.9. so this is how you can create a float for array. You can do this with boolean, character, integer type, double. You can do this for any data type. So you can try this with integer. I will do this. I will make another array for character. I will type the what are the data type. So data type is char. Now I have to give the name. So I can take any value. So I have taken CARR, and then I have to give the size. I am giving the size as 3. Then I have to assign the value. So for character you have to assign in single inverted comma. I will type H separated by a comma, and then I, and in the last semicolon. I will display cout CARR of 0 in the last and l. And when I run this code, you can see here H is coming, and for the next value, which is I will type 1. In this case, the index value here is 0, and the I has the index value as 1. So you can see there H and I are coming. Now for the last 2, you can see nothing is coming because I have not assigned any value. I have created here, I have the size of 3, but I have not assigned any value. So I will assign any random value as O, and when I run this code, you can see here H, I and O, all the 3 characters are printing here. So this is how you can create a array in C++. Up till now you have seen that this is okay. You can add this by, you can do the operation like addition and subtraction like this, but this will become more easier when you know about what are the loops in C++. So this will be very easier for you with the loops. Up till now you have discussed how in this video we have discussed what is the syntax of the array, how you can create an array, type the data type, name, size, and then assign the value in the curly bracket separated by a comma. Here the index value started with 0 and then increased by numbers. Okay. In the next video we will be discussing about what are the condition, if else condition, and soon we will discuss what are the loops in C++. So thanks for watching.